ANON or 8 a.m. in the morning.
Man, what's happening, man? It's your boy Village. It's your boy ANON. Man, I got PA's finest with me, man. Flex on, 8 a.m. Let's go, son.
Flex on, I'll murder your next song. Flex on, high school had a special effects on.
Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. We are back with the NoMercyTV Podcast, and I have a special guest sitting right next to me. This is, she's on the front line for the ladies in battle rap, always advocating for them, advocating for the ladies of hip hop, period. You know, trying to make sure they get into their bags, trying to make sure they get proper representation. You know, if there's a flyer that comes out and there's no female battle on it, she's going to have a problem with it. I have BossChick Raine.
What up?
What's going on?
Like that intro.
Nice to have you here. First female guest. I haven't had a female on a podcast yet, so, you know, you're going to be the first one. So, I mean, first off, this is Valentine's Day weekend, so how was your V-Day?
It was cool. Like, I got, like, a bunch of stuff. I mean...
Okay.
You know, yeah.
All right, you tight-lipped on that one, so...
Yeah, I didn't know where to go, but I kind of got, like, stuff in advance. I did with someone that's out of town.
Okay.
And so it was dope, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, shit, let's get into it. The first thing I want to ask you is, how is 2020 going for you so far?
So far, so good. 2019 wasn't bad. Like, it was decent, and it ended pretty good. I got a couple of blessings before the end of the year, and so I went into the new year with, you know, in good spirits, and yeah, so far so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I see as a recent, you've been doing a lot of work with RBE. Just in terms of interviewing a lot of the artists that they've been having, like you've been doing some of the face-offs, right. You've been doing, like especially for their return battles, like people coming back like J Mills, like 40 Cal, you've been doing interviews with them. You did the Math and Hollow face-off, which was a huge face-off.
Yeah.
How are you being in those positions, doing, especially intense face-offs like that? Because you know Math and Hollow, that's as personal can get. Yeah,
I'm a harsh critic on myself. You know, I'm a harsh critic in general.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I just want that to be stated that the same harsh criticism that or the same opinionated person that I am, like, to everyone else, I am on myself.
Okay.
So in that case, I'm saying, like, that particular face-off, people had gripes. Some people liked it because I just let them do them.
Okay.
But people had gripes because they felt that I wasn't being active enough or whatever.
Okay.
But the tension was really high in that room. Right?
I can imagine.
In real talk, like, I don't think I've said this before, but so the energy was different from the time that they both came, right?
Okay.
And so I have a better rapport, I thought anyway, with Math than I did with Hollow. Like, I knew Math, like, I knew Math a lot, you know, like, I knew him from over the years. It was always love, you know what I'm saying? And Hollow, I kind of met once or twice, but it was more, like, I interviewed him before on my own show.
Okay.
But it was like an over-the-phone thing. It was more like a fan type thing. But my point being is that Hollow gave me the better energy there. Like, he showed the love that I thought Math was. Math was acting like he was acting whack. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, his energy was whack. And
you think maybe he was uneasy going into the whole situation?
Maybe, like, he felt the way.
Okay.
But I'm saying, that has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, you know, I'm gonna keep it real with you all this whole time. You know what I mean? But then he kind of, like, made it seem like, not made it seem. He said that he had an issue because I interviewed him on Rapmatic too, prior to, right?
Yeah.
And that was actually a dope interview that I don't
yeah.
even think that he promoted. I want to put that out there too, right?
Okay.
That he also told me was a dope interview. And he had an issue with the fact that I interviewed Bonnie after him, and that he said that something about the Bonnie interview was the reason why he's giving me bad energy. And I'm like, really, my nigga? Like that?
You asked Bonnie questions about him?
I asked them. She had a right to rebuttal. Like, I don't know if she just responded because I think he said certain things. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, it's a part of like they were a battle rap couple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't really like when I interview. I don't really get into drama per se unless I feel like it's, you know, it's a part of the talk.
Their
you know
history,
what I mean?
pretty
Right.
much. Okay.
And on my show, you know, it's more like a sit down and talk about stuff beyond battle rap.
Yeah.
And you know, because he talked about his kids, like we talked about everything. So when he kind of told me that his energy was like whack because of that, which I don't know if you know, this on Hip Hop Is Real, he challenged me like. This is it's a lot of shit with these guys, you know? Like,
Talk about it.
So I'm giving you the whole shit. Like I don't think I ever spoke about it. So it's like he had an issue with that, and then on Hip Hop Is Real, when I was doing the face of the press conference for that event, he basically was like showing a little bit cooler energy, but on camera, he bet me that he would win the hollow joint, right? I don't know how I got coerced into this bet, right? So the bet is like some bullshit. Like I'm like, how old are we? He's like, oh, if I beat hollow, do I get a massage? Really, my nigga, a massage? So you was back to me, and now you beat hollow, can you get a massage? Like what the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
Then. You know, I have to think about integrity and all that. Yeah. So I kind of like, the bet. I never thought he was going to lose. That's the other thing too. I never counted him out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to like contradict. I'm just saying that I the bet because we're on camera. And like, my nigga, why you ask? Like, a massage, really? So I'm like, but he thought that I was going against him. I wasn't. It's just that I go off of energy. At the same time, I'm there to moderate and be completely unbiased. Okay. But I feel like I was. But whatever. So then that happened. Then on Twitter, he kind of said that I asked back because I owed him a massage. Really? I owe you a massage?
An ass bet. That's
really? Are we 15 years old? We betting massages, my nigga? You really thought that was a real bet? Like, fuck out of here, man. So that's my, you know what I'm saying? Like, but bringing it back to the face-off, I'm just saying that sometimes they're really intense. So I'm harsh on myself, and I did feel that watching it, I could have done more moderating. The same thing with, not really more moderating, but if one. The problem is, as entrepreneurs and like, you know, in this culture, we're kind of like learning things on the fly. That's every platform. From the top platforms to the small
trust me, I done learned a lot on the fly.
You know what I'm saying? So I know, but see the difference with me, I research, so I know that I'm supposed to be moderating, but at the same time, I'm supposed to just let them do them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the things that I don't do, I guess, more that the culture wants. I don't react like OD unless I really feel like it's funny or whack or whatever. Like, so you know how like maybe a Jay Black, who I'm always getting compared to, how he might be like, you know, how he might be like, I'm not really doing that, so that's not helping it either. So I'm getting that. And then when I thought about, the only one that I thought was like whack on my part was Mook versus Aver. Now that was very intense. Like that shit was different. Not the same kind of tension. It was very high testosterone. Like, like I just felt like it's my first one. Now I've done street face-offs, but I think it's different when you're in the street. It's a different energy. It's like my thing is I'm trying to be so professional in an industry that's not really professional. That's another thing I had to learn.
That's a huge mistake we make. Trying to go hard to be professional in battle rap when you can't be professional. Like it just doesn't work. Like it doesn't work in the business aspect a lot of times.
Right.
It doesn't work
because they're not professional. I'm talking about no disrespect, but a lot of the battle rappers are not professional
at all.
So
yeah,
it's like you're trying to be professional with clients, I guess, or people that are not. And so in a face-off, it's like I don't think that I should be being. It's like the setting and the setup makes me want to be more professional. Yeah. But battle rap for real is raw. So
yeah. And people appreciate the raw content. Like I think even as part of like us being in media, we have to have a little bit of like just loosen up. You don't have to
be so tight. Exactly. But I feel like I got better with them in that setting going forward. The only thing is that sometimes RBE doesn't consistently give them, to me in Rapmatic. Okay. So I can't like keep getting better at it if you're not, I know that everyone loves to go to champion. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But certain times it's like the ones that were fire to me, like the press conference on the, of course that's more my element. Yeah. But when they had when he had the intergender card. Okay. Ladies versus gents card. To me, that was lit. Like the press conference. Yeah. But I was being more me. Like when I was on my show, on like my Battle Talk Radio, I was super raw. Okay. But when I'm on Rapmatic and Battle Code, it's more of an upscale setting. So it makes me feel like I can't be. Not that I can't be, but I don't really want to be like yo. Like I try to incorporate and infuse both. And it's the same thing. Like I always compare. Like I've been compared. Like a Joe Budden, right? If you notice on his podcast, he's more raw. But on State of the Culture, he's more like because
it's more of a production value to it.
And he doesn't really he baits, but he doesn't really give his real raw opinion on State of the Culture.
A little more political on that
show. He's doing more moderating. You know what I mean? So I'm saying it's kind of like the same thing. It's like the more you do it, the better you get at it. Yeah. Interviewing, I can do naturally, but I prefer to do my journalism. That's why I always I'm in battle rap, especially. I'm like, I'm not a blogger. I'm a journalist. Okay. Only because I feel like blogging a lot of times they don't really. For me, I guess because I be on my geek shit, it's like you're not making no sense, yo. Like it's just that when you research and you inform yourself, then you can give a perspective based on the truth more. Okay. Even if I'm giving my opinion, it's still based more on fact. As opposed to, I think blogging is just straight opinion. Okay. There's some facts in there. That's what I'm saying. Like certain people, like this guy,
Battle Truth.
Well, Battle Truth.
I see y'all going back and forth.
We gonna hop on him. But I was gonna say someone like Hassan Campbell. Okay. So people gravitate towards him, right? But when I watch him, sometimes he says stuff that it makes sense, but there's never any gel. So he loses me because he doesn't really. It's straight opinionism. Okay. But it's not. You're not backing what you're saying with a fact. Okay. That's what irks me because it's like, okay, well, where'd you get that from? Okay. Same thing with Battle Truth. Now with Battle Truth, I feel like he's entertaining to the battle community. Yeah. But
that's one thing I always give him, that he's entertaining as hell. But when it comes to just his information and his logic behind a lot of shit, I'd be like, where's that?
That's what I'm saying. And it's like...
And it's not a diss to you, Battle Truth, don't.
It's a diss for me.
He gonna drop like 30 blogs about me. I'm not saying...
It's a diss for me. He's whack. Because he doesn't have integrity. Oh shit. Damn. Like, it's no credibility. There's journalistic integrity, right? Okay. And when you blog and report, people don't realize that you're in a media field. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, big time personalities like a Charlemagne, right? Mm-hmm. I think he's even said that he's not a journalist, right? Okay. But at the end of the day, you still have to abide by certain rules of journalism because you're in the field of journalism.
You have to know these things when you're...
Just certain one. I mean, I get it, your personality and you push the envelope, great. But there has to be stuff, like, you just can't... I mean, you can because that sells. That's what I'm saying with Battle Truth. He kind of, says whatever. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like it's kind of cancerous. Okay. That was my issue with him before. It's like, if you're going to report, especially since you don't come outside, you don't come outside, you got people hitting you up, are you validating your sources though?
Okay.
Because he's reporting stuff sometimes that's like almost true or half true, but not quite fully true. And then even, you know, certain things, even with more recently with the Tay-Rock situation, he was the only one reporting certain things that was basically
speculation more so, not really concrete.
But kind of like criminalizing, like a little bit, like or some snitch shit. That's all, like, yo, you know, because you can be that when you're a reporter too. Like, you know, especially if you're the only source, like and then you try to like hide behind the fact that, oh, this is on Twitter, but I can't find it. The only person talking about it is you. So you, if anything was to happen, because he had a title said they going to jail. Really?
That's wilding right there.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. And then when I go, because I do, even if I do minimal research, I can't find the original source. So you're the only one talking about it.
Yeah.
That kind of is snitching.
Yeah.
Especially if it's something that's criminal or, you know, like borderline criminal. Like, all right, what are you doing right now? You know,
so with you, because when I first seen y'all going back and forth, I thought it was more of like a friendly challenge type thing.
It was.
Like, I didn't know about the integrity part, you know, how you felt. And that says a lot to me as far as, you know, just where somebody morals is at.
Right.
You know, and that's always a big thing for me. And I could say that, yeah, when I seen that the title said the whole, yo, y'all going to jail, I'm like, what is he doing?
Right. Because I couldn't
Like,
really
what?
find it no longer, even if, it, you know, we know the whole thing was just stupid, whatever. You know what I mean? But if I can't find, this is what I'm trying to say when it comes to research. If you go look for something, right, and then you trying to say, oh, it's out there. All right, I have to like, what, if I comb through, then I find it, but the first thing that pops up is you.
Yeah.
And you did 15 blogs on it. Like,
yeah.
Come on, dude. That's where it's kind of culture vulture-ish, because it's like, you just, you know, you trying to like, just pimp a situation. That's how it started first with me and him.
Okay.
Right? It was kind of like a challenge, but a call out. Like, because, and you know, this is where integrity matters, right? You know, I don't really rock with that brand, right?
Okay.
But the brand, you know, had an event. It's Queen of Raine, fuck it. You know,
Okay.
They had an event, Twerk vs. Hustle, and the main person reporting, who wasn't even there, that it was a disaster, is Battle Truth. Like, dude, how is it a disaster? That's what I'm trying to say, my integrity.
Okay.
I don't rock with them, but it's about integrity.
Yeah.
Like, it may not have been the best event, and I wasn't there either. People were saying that, but I know, we all know. You can be at an event, it be lit, you're having a great time. Who are you to be in Milwaukee somewhere saying that this was a disaster? You wasn't there.
Yeah, because I was there, and in that building, I enjoyed myself.
Exactly.
I had a good time. You know, aside from the BS with Twerk and Hustle, you know, that was the only thing. But aside from that, the rest of the event was good.
That's what I'm saying. So he's reporting that it's a disaster. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Now, even from a standpoint of being someone who purchased the pay-per-view and maybe things were happening, I think things did happen. It failed. All right, you have a right to say that that's a disaster.
Yeah, on the technical end, yeah, because that's the end that they're getting the information and everything from.
So, but still, this is what I'm trying to say. When I'm not someone like him, I'm not a blogger. You did that. I'm giving him credit at the same time.
Okay.
He went live that night after the event.
Okay.
There were mad people on his live on YouTube. So I'm saying you have a following. People rocking with you. You know, you even had credible sources that called in who were there who told you it wasn't a disaster, but your title says Queen of the Ring disaster. This was a whatever. You're bashing the battle rappers like you're doing, and he does that a lot. He doesn't. It's very rarely any positive shit that comes from him. You know,
how and I want to ask you this because you know I tend to get some flack when I say this, but it's just my personal opinion. How important is it to come to events if you're going to be a blogger?
I think it's real important, unless you're someone like myself or you know, even Angry Fan, because Angry Fan, you know, once you put in that work, kinda like years of work, you know, he's another one. He don't come outside. And the thing about him not coming outside, though,
but I give him credit because he did come outside.
That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
So he can get away with it. It's valid.
Yeah.
His brand is valid. Like, he's built his brand up, and people rock with him, and he's basically giving his opinion on battles.
Yeah.
But, so I'm saying like that. But if you're a blogger who never came outside,
yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Every person in the culture, no matter where you are in the culture, if you have a platform, you came outside.
Yeah.
From J Black, you know, everybody. You, myself, like I said, Angry Finn, Vada, all of these people have been outside, flying back and forth, investing over years of time. All you do is purchase pay-per-views, and you think that it gives you a right to talk about it, but you talk shit too.
Yeah.
I don't respect people that talk shit and don't come outside.
Yeah.
You can't talk shit and don't come outside.
Because we the one, I say, you know, even, you know, not the people that purchase pay-per-views, but us that actually, we travel, we take off work, we spending plane fare, bus fare,
right,
hotel fare.
And you're investing in your platform for the culture, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even doing stuff like this, you know what I mean? This is a part of, this is what, I was talking about this the other day, this is what makes, like, we're all fans first.
Yeah.
So I never knock people, I knock people who try to say, oh, you know, I'm not on some just a fan shit. But at the same token, a lot of times we end up debating with fans who are just fans, which is cool, but they're not thinking beyond a fan standpoint.
Okay.
So we are fans too.
Yeah.
But we went beyond fan because we're now investing in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the difference is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And people do tend to give us flack for that. They be like, oh, y'all gotta understand, y'all are just fans with opinions.
No.
Yeah, we are fans with opinions, but obviously if people are gravitating towards us, something is separating us from the rest of the fans that do have opinions.
Right.
You know, it's the reason we build platforms. You know, people might respect our opinions just a little bit more. You know, so
exactly. After
you can't blame us for that.
Right. And not only that, but that's the purpose of it. You want, you know, we're building platforms because you want your opinion to be respected.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be consistent and keep giving out your opinion and investing and putting to move the culture.
Okay.
Fans move the culture as well. So I
Yeah.
never shit on fans.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say even a level above fan is supporters. So you got fans that are actual supporters that actually invest in the platforms as well. Invest in the battle rappers. Like, so we not doing that, but I'm saying that on the same token, I don't like when battle rappers say, oh, you're just a fan to the fans, because we're all fans. Even the battle rappers are fans.
Our fans, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me personally, I feel like in hip hop, I have worked in every aspect of the game, just about, except for videographer. Like, that's not my thing. I would pay out for that. You know what I mean? But I have, you know, worked in every aspect, from working the door to being a league owner to doing showcases. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
being a
so
battle rapper,
being
an artist. I started out as an artist first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to providing the platform, to doing media. Even when I came in Queen of the Ring, my popularity came from battle rap. Period.
Yeah.
Which has also been a gift and a curse, because it kind of like pigeonholes when you're doing other things, I feel like, in my opinion. You know, as I expand my brand. But I'm just saying that I've worked in every aspect, but we were fans from damn near birth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
Then you became a rapper, and then, you know, like, you're like a real artist, and then I became a battle rapper. And then what happened was, before battle rap, I learned as an artist that I needed to be about my business.
Okay.
That's why when I finally, I was already like pursuing rap. I was told, I'm one of those people that was told not to battle. Like, you don't need to battle. Like, why do you want to battle? Like, you know, shout out to Verse. You know what I mean? Verse was my people's.
Verse that battle Jen?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I always would vouch for him because he's dead nice.
Yeah, he's
like,
fire.
I've been in ciphers with him, you know what I'm saying, as a rapper. That's why when I talk shit, like, to me, Queen of the Ring and female battle rap was something different, because my era is the era where if you were a girl outside rapping or whatever, battling, you were the only girl. So that was new to me, to be in a situation with now all these girls.
Okay.
And I wasn't really used to, with women it's different because they are competing for attention too. So it was weird. Like we had a photo shoot one time. I'm like, everybody's so thirsty to be in front of the camera. I'm not used to that because normally you're the only girl. You know, you step out, you automatically get their attention, and then you nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I operate. I want people to understand that I operate from that standpoint, the standpoint of being a rapper who got respected by my male peers, because that's the era that I'm from.
Okay.
So it was about bars, just about you nice or not.
Yeah.
And a girl, I apply those rules to battle rap. So I only fuck with battle rap the way I do with trying to move it forward, because battle rap was neglected in a sense by hip hop culture.
Yeah.
Like it was like the black sheep, like, oh, you know, like we fuck with it. But now it's like you see more and more people really fuck with it.
Yeah.
But it's an aspect of hip hop culture that you just cannot ignore. So as long as I have a, you know, means, I'm gonna always be a part of it and try to move it, because it's a part of hip hop.
Yeah.
Battling was from the beginning of time. Like people don't know their whole shit. Like just from the beginning of time, it was always a part of it.
Back from the Kumo D's and Busy B's and stuff
exactly.
like that.
Even that's what I'm saying. Even being an art, like think about women though. Why I go so hard for women, because it takes women so much more to break through. So there are so many untold stories of women that never quite broke through. Even for myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for myself. Like I just keep going because the goal is to really break through. It takes artists in general a long time. Like, you know, like you think of a guy like Rick Ross. He said, this is a fact for a lot of artists. He didn't break through. He was on the ground for 10 years. Yeah. He might have been known locally in Miami, the same way that we're known in battle rap, whatever. But to really pierce through, it took 10 years. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, imagine how many women were trying to pursue and get through and just never did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can say even for myself, I had mad opportunities as a rapper that I blew, because I realized that it wasn't a grind for me then. I felt like it was a talent, so it was like a hobby. And when you take your talent for granted, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like I said, another aspect, I've been a manager, like I've managed other artists, so you already know how dealing with that. Every aspect. That's why when I talk for the girls or try to talk to them, I'm speaking like I was you. Okay. You know, artists don't like to listen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the ones that do, they still kind of be caught up in their own world. It's just about, you know.
So let me ask you this: as far as battle rap, what do you feel like is missing for females? Like, what can battle rap do overall to make it? Like, what do you feel is missing for females? Like, as far as representation wise.
For one, that's where I was going, because I've been talking about this like for the past couple of days, and a lot of guys are telling me, guys that I like, you know, like confidants, you know, or my what's that word, associates or whatever, that I kind of like, you know, pick their brains. They're like, you're fighting for women. I heard this twice in the past 2 days. You're fighting for women that are not fighting for themselves. And then you also fighting for women who kind of also turn against you, even as a woman. Women do that. I was just thinking that too. So this is just a sidebar. That women dot shame and slut shame almost more than men do other women. You know what I'm saying? Not that the connecting point is that what I learned, you know, and I'm gonna bring it full circle, right? Okay. But what I learned is that when you're bold enough to stand on your own too, a lot of people cannot do that. Like in life, really, it's really hard for a lot of people to stand on their own too, to not feel the need to be accepted, or you know, like I'm gonna do me. I have my vision. A lot of people can't do that. So what happens is when you're doing that, especially as a woman, you get a lot of envy, a lot of, you know, unnecessary hate. You know, people try to like just, you know, come at you. So the thing is, with women, that need for acceptance, because that's the only reason why my battle platform didn't blow up, right? Not the only. It's several factors, right, that I learned. It's still there though. I've been dropping one-offs, you know what I mean? But and I got plans for it. But what happens is, for one, the girls in battle rap, a lot of the girls, especially the newer talent, they feel like they have to be on Queen of the Ring. The same way the guys feel like they have to be on URL.
Mm-hmm.
Even though real talk, I don't understand why it's the same, because URL's platform, I mean, Queen of the Ring, not to even talk about, but it's not to me a real parallel to URL.
Okay.
It's a fake parallel, no disrespect. Meaning like it's not at the same level, but mentally it's there. Their brand is built there, where people feel, the girls feel like, I gotta be on it, instead of wanting to be the star on a new platform.
Okay.
So I'm saying the same thing that RBE is going through. I went through already, right? But you have to cultivate your own talent, right? And so I dealt with that, where I'm cognizant that I have to make my own stars. But you
don't think it's partially just because Queen of the Ring is really like the only, I want to say, consistent platform? Like you had, when you were heavy with BCBL, like you were doing events like back to back, but you kind of slowed down.
No, I slowed down after the team I had, it kind of broke up. Right? Okay. But I still did events on my own, and that's why I'm saying when people, all right, it's a lot in this, right? But when people think that they did the same thing. They just a bigger platform. They slowed down too. Yeah. That's why people were saying female battle rappers dead. But sidebar, even the term, I kind of like coined the term female battle rap because they were throwing so much shade that they were making they wanted the people to choose. The same way what's going on right now with the guys, right? Mm-hmm. They're forcing people to choose, and you don't have to choose. So I started saying support female battle rap. Okay. Because that's why I showed up to the battles. Like, I'm just supporting. You don't gotta choose between, just support the girls. Okay. Make it about them. Yeah. Okay. So they're consistent to a degree, but not really. They fell off for like 2 years. I don't really want to make it about them. I kind of, you were saying what the girls need. The girls need better marketing. Okay. One thing Queen of the Ring did do, and I did as well. It came up in a post I made yesterday about women being on every card. Is that they provided hair and makeup. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Women need that. Yeah. It's a look. A lot of the other leagues are barely paying the girls, and then. Because it came up, they got to get their hair done and shit. Yeah, they do. We are women. We got to get our hair done. Should that always be on you? No, they got to invest in themselves. But after a while, you got to, as a woman, and even that's why I'm going to commend Queen of the Ring for that. Knowing their platform, you have to like provide certain things. Yeah. For the look, for the sell. That's what it needs. Like, and a lot of girls got to start showing up, like looking like something. Some of them do. But even some of the guys, it's like we're trying to sell something. Like, so even as a woman, I'm not, I'm all girl power, but I'm aware that about sex appeal, sex sells. I'm not saying that the girls who are studs who gotta come all sexy, but come looking sexy for the girls that you're trying to attract. They be showing up looking like they about to go do laundry, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, like put some effort. Other than that, the main thing that the women need is the marketing. Okay. To me, the reason why I go so hard is because this, and I just said this to somebody else, that most times the girl battle is the best battle on the card, from major to minor. I always will go back to, I was in the building for this, E-Heart versus Hustle. Okay. That's a classic fire battle. Yeah. It was the same night on the same card as Hitman versus Arsenal. Yeah. But the thing about it is that battle, the girl battle is better because it was the best battles are good back and forth. Yeah. Arsenal got smoked by Hitman. Yeah. That's a classic. The whole Squidward shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was like, what? Boo. Like nobody wanted to hear that, but with the girls was retarded. Hustle did that whole, bought that suit with me. She did that. E-Heart came with the t-shirt. That's like the first antic, really. Yeah. She came with the t-shirt. That shit was lit. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The girls, people always say like, I hate when guys be like, the girls, they don't be on point. Sometimes they don't be on point. The men don't always be on point either. That's true. You know what I'm saying? True. Like the girls are incredible or whatever. The men, we were seeing bold-faced shit happening where the men aren't incredible either. So it's just like.
So that's why I like the whole ghostwriting thing.
Ghostwriting and very poor business. I'm saying certain things that's happening now that I feel is kind of like anti-culture. When I say anti-culture, everyone calls it a culture, but not to get all like that, but like again, people who I talk to, they tell me certain shit. Like I was debating this, so someone was like, "Yo, battle rap is not really a culture," and I'm like, "How is it not a culture?" And
that's definitely a culture.
100%. It is, but it's not. And the way it's becoming more of an industry, right?
Okay, so, I can see it in that aspect.
So now, I debated it where I was with you, right? It's a culture, but the only thing that's really culture about it is the art form.
You mean in terms of like people are not doing it for the culture anymore; they're doing it for business.
Right. But I always argue that in hip hop, right? People think that doing it for the culture means you're doing it for free. That don't mean you're doing it for free. Doing it for the culture means that you're doing it for the culture first. You're pushing the culture first.
Okay.
The culture matters first. The money comes when you push the culture, right?
Yeah.
But when you start straight doing, no one's telling you not to do it for money. We want battle rap to make money. But when you start doing it straight for the money, and you start kind of sharking and cutting the throats of people who look like you, who are also owners, we still own this art form. Right?
That's true.
I know it has to go a certain, but it doesn't. It's a revelation to me, right? Because I'm so about the culture where I'm like, yo, culture and business can coincide. That's the whole, it dawned on me, that's the whole purpose of Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Cooperative economics. That's the whole thing. So you can be a good business and not shit on, other businesses.
That is
and
true.
Still be competitive. It sounds contradictory, but it's not. I really feel like competition moves the culture forward.
Just competing on the aspect of I'm better than you, my brand is better than yours. But not trying to undercut people on a business and
Not to the degree where also I had to learn. I was bitching before about blocking battles, and now I realized that blocking battles is a part of the game. So I can chalk that up. I'm not gonna even say that. Oh, that's what I mean. But it gets tricky. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if the goal is just to push the culture first, push the culture first, the money clearly has come. We've seen it time and time again, even in hip hop. Beyond certain things of people doing things for it. Let's just say that for the most part, when you focus on your craft, you can get the bag.
That's true.
Like it's not cliche to say hard work pays off.
Yeah.
That's my point. Without shitting on it.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this: what do you feel like can be done? Because you said as far as battle rap, you feel like females need more marketing. I do agree with that because I've seen female face-offs. I feel like females can do better face-offs than the niggas could.
Yeah.
Because niggas be on some just being too cool and laid back.
I'm glad you said that.
And when I say females, they a lot of times move off of emotion and energy. Not saying that everything they do is based off that, but a lot of things are. So something that's intense, like a battle face-off, like when I seen Cheddar and Diesel. Okay. Their face-off was crazy.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you go watch that. That was on URL. Okay. Go watch that. That face-off was wild. And when I seen that, I was like, yo, we can probably get this out of females all the time if females were just given the platform to do more face-offs.
Right. So the thing with that, that's where the funding comes in.
Okay.
The funding is necessary to keep afloat. You know that. And
yeah.
And I must commend you and your platform for consistently, being able to keep doing cards and making it happen. Because that shit is not easy. You know what I mean?
Not
and I'm saying it's even harder, like I said, for women to do it for women.
Yeah.
Because so much more factors come into play.
Okay.
Where maybe a lot of these girls, like, they have to get flown out. That's part of marketing. That's a marketing budget. Like going forward with my platform for battles, for battle rap rather, I'm really gonna focus more on the marketing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that the stories need to be told too. The people need to connect. Because the thing about it is too, a lot of the guys hate when I say this, like the guys who are really diehard rap fans who really fuck with the women. But a lot of dudes don't fuck with female rap, period.
Okay. Okay.
And you know that.
Yeah.
Because they see my post.
I think we've discussed this.
And I have no
before.
problem with that. I'm cool with that because all they're doing is proving me right. That when I became an owner and YouTube, when you look at the YouTube analytics and you see who's rocking with your, with it, that's when I was like, oh, I see. It says like it's about 50-50, right?
Okay.
But then I did my own stats and I'm like, okay. But let's say out of the 48% of men that are watching female battle rap, 35% of that are gay men. That's in general. Gay men support women entertainers more, period. From Beyonce to whoever. Like when I got into battle rap, I peeped that. Like certain women rappers have cult followings. Lil' Kim, it's a lot of gay boys that support it. Yeah. And when I say support, I mean putting the money actually purchasing their music, actually listening to it. Putting money in these girls' pockets. Nicki went on a 2-3 year run of like real flamboyant and all that. Who do you think she was catering to?
That's
gay
true.
Men. So I'm saying that when dudes say I don't like female battle rap, that's fine because you're a part of the. You're not a part of the 50. You're not a part of the 15% that do. Heterosexual males, I'm saying.
Okay.
That's my little stats. I'm saying like 10 to 15% of heterosexual men do. There's dudes like just rock with rap, period, and they fuck with women, period. You know what I'm saying? But there's, the interview I did with Lord Jamar. When Lord Jamar said that, I wasn't so offended when he said he doesn't fuck with female rappers. Because thank you, you're proving my point that you're not that a lot of men don't like it. And then his reason was he don't want to hear about a chick getting ready to go out to the club. Why not, nigga? Like you going to meet her, right? Like why you don't want to hear her side?
Let me say this. I'm one of those people I'm just pro rap.
Exactly.
There was a pocket I loved what Nicki was doing. The same with Kim. The Naked Truth is, for me personally, that's my favorite Kim album. That's the one I listen to the most. Rapping wise, lyrically, like a lot of the pictures she was painting on that album, just as somebody who's about to go to jail, but still a vet, like she sounded hungry on that record, so that's one of my favorite albums personally. But I do feel how content-wise, like men might not rock with a lot of the stuff females say.
Yeah, and that's why.
Like I know Nicki Minaj's verse on Monster. I know that shit word for word.
Facts.
But I can't say it out loud though, because of some of the stuff. Barbie this, Barbie that. You think I'm going to be walking down the street grabbing
that's where the gay boys are probably like, you know what I'm saying? Like they. But I feel like that verse wasn't really that feminine.
Nah. It was just a couple of parts in there. But I'm speaking about like overall how female content is. It's not really something males can rock to. Not saying that every female is like that. You have some females that they rap from a standpoint where both genders can relate.
Right.
But then you have some that are just like, hey, I'm a female. I'm doing this tonight.
But that should turn you on.
No.
A woman who's talking her shit, it should be sexy. I don't know. Like that's why my brand is BossChick. I feel like BossChick. You talk your shit, you handle your business. That should be a turn on to a man. I think. I feel like that content. That's the other thing too. Being critical of female content. A lot of the female content, to me, doesn't really necessarily rep women the way that we should. Even if
we kind of internalize music, so it's like when we're listening to something, we want to be able to feel like we're walking in that person's shoes. So when females say certain things, like I said, it's certain stuff
But that's why I always argue. I argue about sexism and misogyny because sometimes men act like, based on what you just said, right? Y'all act like y'all can't feel it. That's what Lord Jamar said. I think a part two, matter of fact, when he's like, but that's what he said. He said he can't relate to it from a woman. How the fuck can you not relate to it from a woman? Like, why is it not relatable? we're both black. Like, I'm using that as an example for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm saying something that, because he said that, I'm correlating it to what you just said. Yeah. How you feel like you can't relate it. Mm-hmm. He said, cause I said, well, you don't want to hear a woman talking some, whatever, woke shit or some positive, whatever. Like, nah, I don't want to hear it from her. Why? Okay, you don't want to hear no real shit from a woman? How not? That's also, not to get on my shit, but that's also the problem with us as a people, why we have so much, like, we're so combative, black men and black women. Because, hear me out, from a black woman standpoint, it's like, you're not accepting my story. Okay. How? When I'm loving and accepting yours.
Okay,
it's, you know,
I can understand
we are, and that's why another thing, not to veer off also, but I'm saying it's equal. So as much as I'm like pro-woman and pro-black, I'm pro-black first though, right? Okay. So I'm saying that when black men try to say, oh, it's black women, you know, they hate us, and black women try to say, oh, black men hate us, I'm saying that is equal. That ignorance, that stupidity is 50-50. The woman does not hate the man more than the back, you know what I'm saying? It's equal.
You know what it is? I be feeling like a lot of these debates be like purely social media, people who don't go outside, people who don't have friends, who don't have real life experiences, because I see, like, when I just look on my social media and I see like a lot of debates go on, I see why some men will be on some, damn, black women hate us type shit, but that's just if you're going off social media. For me, speaking from personal experience, I've always had like good interaction with black women. Right. So, you know, I just don't see like where the issue is, you know, because I got friends that can say the same. You said it's one-sided?
My bad. It's one-sided. Okay. I feel like the dudes who are saying it, for one, they don't take into consideration we might laugh at it, but there are a lot of like hateful jokes that men will shoot at women all day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All day.
That's true.
I see it in my timeline all day. That's a part of it though. Yeah. Even if I'm laughing at it. Even if I share it as a woman. It's anti though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that women do the same thing. All the nigga ain't shit, all that. That's why I'm saying that as someone who researches, right, and tries to be as fair as possible, it's equal. And it's unnecessary. Yeah. And we gotta stop that. That shit is whack.
I agree with you. Like, it just be a whole lot of unnecessary, like, even the bashing back and forth between people. Like, usually when I see it, and I mean like from men and women, when I see like your person that's just like bashing the opposite sex all the time, click mute.
Exactly.
I'm good.
Or
like, I don't want to see that. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this too. I'm glad we're on this topic, right? Two things I want to say. I like when men own their sexism though. Like, just own it. The guys I don't like are the ones that try to act like they're not. Okay. Because naturally, I'm feeling that sometimes as a man, you may feel superior or whatever. Own the shit. Don't try to be a sucker and act like you're not sexist, but meanwhile, you're always disrespectful, you're always degrading. That I want to say. The other thing I want to say is I'm not a feminist. I'm so insulted by that word because black men have weaponized that word. Like, it's used as a way to diss me now. If I say something, it's like, oh, she's a feminist. I'm not a fucking feminist.
I think we have to get back to what feminism really is and bring it back to what, like, because this is how I feel feminism. I personally feel like feminism is just pushing forward the fight for women. That's what I feel feminism is. Just representing for the females, taking the front line for them, you know, making sure they're more represented on the forefront.
So I would say I have feminist qualities.
Okay.
But feminism, which a lot of men don't understand, and I always go back to black men because that's who I care about the most. I care about black people. Okay. Right? Feminism is just girl power. Okay. Feminism is necessary because the world we're in is what? It's male dominated. I mean, every industry is male dominated and is ran by men. Even though they say women have so much power, we do. However, it's male dominated. So feminism comes out of that. Okay. Out of out of women combating sexism.
Okay.
It's like,
okay.
let's come together, which women have a hard time doing, actually. That's why, even though my brand, BossChick, is about empowering women, it's hard because I'm just owning it. I'm not saying even on my part, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that women kind of, you know, we have these stereotypes that may be true at times. The cattiness, the, you know, whatever, being emotional, whatever you want to say.
Okay.
But feminism is just girl power. I say I'm not a feminist because I was taught at a young age by Sonia Sanchez.
Okay.
When I took her class at Temple when she taught at Temple.
Okay.
And she taught me womanism.
Okay.
And womanism, because a lot of black men they weaponize feminism because they heard the story of how white women basically, you know, G'd black women to be a part of the feminist movement, which kind of kicked the black man out of the household. Yada. Some of that is true. A lot of, you know, with the government, welfare, yada.
Yeah.
But it's true to a degree. That's why I'm saying I learned womanism. Womanism was created by black women, women who were part of the Black Panthers. You know, I think Sonia Sanchez was a member, right? And so womanism catered to black women, saying that our agenda was not to remove the black man from the household.
Okay.
That's why I get so upset when you try to like weaponize and call me a feminist, acting like I'm anti-men. I'm not.
Now
And womanism isn't.
that's why I was gonna go with the feminism thing, because I feel like on social media, and you know, it's a whole bunch of, you know, social media stuff that where these discussions happen. But on social media, there are women that all they do is bash men, and got the nerve to have feminist as a hashtag in their bio, and it's just like, yo, that's not feminism. Just if your narrative is going to be just to bash men all day, that's not, you can't call yourself a feminist, because that's not what feminism is. And I think that's why a lot of people take the word and twist it around in that manner, because they see so many women that do that. Hey, niggas ain't shit. You know, all the insults they throw towards men, but then got the nerve to say, hey, I'm just a feminist.
Well, all right, it's like, so it's twofold. There's some truth to it where I do feel like it's like anything, right? There are extremes. There are extremists, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are women who have an agenda who are anti-men, and they are feminists, right? They are. I'm saying that's what I'm trying to tell you, that feminism on the surface, just on the base, like the basis of feminism is just girl power. Okay. The women who are extreme, they are anti-men. When I'm saying I don't agree with those women. That's why I get offended. Because I'm like, I'm not bashing. And that's why I hate when, but a lot of times, even with some men though, if you say anything that's negative, you're bashing. So it's like, you can't say
that's
shit.
True.
And not only with men, with people. Like some women the same way. Like you say anything, it's like, oh, you're bashing. I'm not bashing. I'm just saying, this is my opinion. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm just, again, womanism, I'm saying that men who really want to understand should have no problem accepting, I'm gonna say womanism, or even accepting feminism. I feel like men who get it, because a lot of men don't get it, and a lot of black men in particular do not get it, right? The men who get it though, they're like, I'm a feminist for that matter. Meaning that you know that you have, basically sexism, or, all right, another thing I learned in college, right?
Okay.
Triple threat oppression. Black women are, we are oppressed 3 ways. We're black, that's one, right? So race.
Yeah.
We are women, that's 2.
Gender.
So sex, and then status or wealth. You know, unless you're born rich or whatever, that's also a part of it.
Okay.
Where black men only really experience, you know, the blackness and the status. So when black women have 3 things going against us. Okay. So when you understand that, it's like, as a man, if you accept that the world is designed that way, what happens is, that's what I'm trying to say, what happens is men don't acknowledge their privileges.
Okay.
You don't acknowledge the privilege of being a man.
Yeah.
By default, incorporate men will make $10,000 to $15,000 more than a woman will in the same field.
Yeah.
That's another thing I learned from a book, What Men Don't Tell Women About Business, right? It's also that women are, a man, see, a man will walk in the office like knowing that he, you know what I'm saying, he may know his job to the T or he may not, but he'll walk in there like, I want 75, so I'm going to ask for 90, right?
Yeah.
But he's going to get 75. The woman will know her shit to a T and think that she's not worth it. So she'll ask for 60 or 65 and get 50.
Yeah.
So now we have a $20,000 disparity because one, you know, like, so some of it is on us too, not knowing our worth, not knowing.
And I was going to throw that out there because I feel like y'all can't just settle on, hey, this is, the world is male dominated. Right. We just are going to take what's here. No, y'all have to continue to fight because y'all have, you know, so much riding against y'all. And I get the complaints that I see, you know, just as far as, you know, how women are treated, but at the same time, if you're going to complain, you still have to participate in that fight.
Exactly. And you have to take accountability for what you're not doing. Mm-hmm. And I also had to learn that when I did work corporate, like not demanding. And I've seen some of my peers demand and actually get it.
Okay.
So you have to demand what you want, and if you don't get it, then you leave.
Yeah.
I think that's for all people. Black people who still work in, you know, doing in the 9 to 5 in corporate though, you know, in that environment, which I know is hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Demand what you want. I mean, because from an entrepreneurial standpoint, it's like, that's another thing though. But it's just two different mindsets. I'm just saying, like, women in particular demand what you want. If you don't get it, make a strategy to get it elsewhere. Okay. You know what I mean? But you know, I feel like, I'm just saying, speaking as an entrepreneur, I can never really go back to that structure unless it's something that I love to the death and it's getting paid so well. I think I'm not knocking. I know I'm going for tangents, but I'm not knocking people that work 9 to 5s. But I think people that work 9 to 5 should do what you love. Yeah. I would work a 9 to 5 maybe, or probably still be an entrepreneur, but if I really was in something that, like if it was hip hop and I was like, I would do it, you know what I mean? Okay. But I feel like overall, the boss mentality, even though it's a harder road, it's more freedom. Okay. You know what I mean?
So how do you incorporate like how do you bring BossChick, you know, your movement, how do you move it as a reality within battle rap?
Well, I'm gonna say this. BossChick came out of like not getting opportunities or honestly it came before that, right? But then the more I developed it, it was from seeing certain things and maybe not being excluded from it or people feeling threatened by me for some reason. Okay. And not getting the opportunity. Okay. You know what I mean? So I felt like I gotta build my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta like stand on my own too. Plus I have my own vision.
After you stopped battling or?
No, with BossChick, I came in the game. I always would say I came in the game with BossChick. Oh, like I was at the very first Queen of the Ring event with my camera. I have like I said, the camera thing is not my thing because I have another female platform before that, which is still on YouTube. It's called the Ladies Room. So the infamous Kayshawn versus what's his name? They had a fight.
Joe Light?
Joe Light. Okay. That's my interview. Like I'm interviewing him right after the fight. Oh. We've been already doing this. We was the only ones outside that's why it's so whack. Not to bring it back, but it's so whack. That's why I don't really rock with them. Because I'm about black people working together. Y'all were anti. Y'all weren't supportive, but we were supporting y'all. Okay. We were the only ones outside really. It wasn't no 15 Minutes of Fame and Hip Hop Was Real at these Queen of the Ring events. You know what I mean? This is prior to the ones who were outside. Probably after that would be That Shit Hot Son Live. Remember him? Yeah. He was in that era kind of after that, but there was nobody outside interviewing the girls. Oh, okay. Even at URL, maybe I'm gonna say maybe Heavy Bags, You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to leave nobody out. I'm not trying to say, I'm not claiming I was there and you know I was there type shit. I'm just saying that that's where it came from too. It's like you see a void, especially for women, you fill the void. But we already had the mindset when I came in that that's what I was going to do. I had BossChick TV. When I first came into battle rap, I was BossChick TV. So I was at all the events as BossChick TV. They didn't know that I was going to battle.
Oh, okay.
So when I battled Norma Bates, I came to an event before that, and they're like, "Oh, you battling? Yeah, I'm a rapper, but I just have a business. You know, this is my, you know, I'm doing my media thing. You know, I basically transitioned from the ladies' room to BossChick TV.
Okay.
BossChick TV to BossChick Raine. I wasn't BossChick Raine. All my battles, it just says Raine.
Oh, okay.
BossChick Raine was a Twitter handle. People started calling me that.
Oh.
So I didn't name myself BossChick Raine either, which I think is dope. That was everything name I had was named by the people, by the culture. You know what I mean? Star seen me at an event. And he was like BossChick Raine, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Like, he said it with with authority, and then people was like, I would see mad people like BossChick Raine, BossChick Raine. So I'm like, that's my name. You know what I mean? So that's the timeline is the ladies' room, BossChick TV, then. You know, Battle Talk Radio. Okay. I saw a void for that, and I want to just state in this interview too. Like, I'm not trying to say claim for creating media in battle rap. There were mad people doing media, but the radio platform, full access, visuals, playing battle rappers' music live. You know, this is the Ustream days. You know what I mean? Doing all that, nobody was doing that. Even when Battle Rap Arena came 6 to 7 months after that, they would blog talk. That was over the phone. You know what I mean? And again, my shit is really out the mud. That's why I call myself Rain Dash. You know what I mean? Or you know, Rain Diddy, whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? Because I really was building my shit. You know what I mean? Battle Talk Radio. Whether I feel like with my platform though, it was the bridge for for the people who didn't fuck with battle rap. Okay. I made them fuck with battle rap, and then I got core battle rap people to fuck with it. But my vision was always bridging the gap. So I'm not trying to say, you know, if I didn't have the biggest impact on the culture with my platform, I still spearheaded the movement. Okay. Like. I always say this, any fan, people who really rock my show, I used to have 200 people live on my shit. If I'm trying to say, when niggas try to say that, I might have a full access radio show. I'm doing battle breakdowns. You know, the thing about it is the content is not accessible. Cause I'm doing all the shit by myself. Okay. So I'm not, you see how you got the shit, like, you know, but you're a videographer also, so that's natural. That wasn't, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm doing edits for the laptop, you know, they giving me a full 2-hour show, I gotta break that down. A lot of that shit is lost, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit never came out, but I got some dope ciphers. I got a Dot Mob cipher, you know what I'm saying? I got Don Lady and Shoonie cipher. Like, I was catering to battle rap until I stopped, where I transitioned from Battle Talk Radio to BossChick Radio. I'm like, I'll just put it in my brand. I'll still talk battle rap, but I started getting different interviews. I interviewed Money and Violence first, you know what I'm saying, before they got the deal. I interviewed Dave East before he got the deal. You know what I'm saying? And like, I started transitioning because I'm like, it's more about hip hop. You know what I mean? And then again, I took a little hiatus with that, like maybe 2 years. And now I'm happy to say too that BossChick Radio will be making a return next month. Okay. So you gotta hear first. On that. You know, move the culture. Shout out to Bronx Collective Space. That's what I'm working on. That's my peoples. It's all a Bronx thing too. You know what I mean? So, shameless plug. All artists hit me up. I need some fire freestyles, man. Like, I'm about to like really try to move the shit. And that's the other thing that girls need too. Mm-hmm. Girls need to be doing more shit. Okay. And if they ain't gonna do it on their own, BossChick has always been a platform that will provide that. Okay. Like again, I did BossChick Cyphers. We only did one. I know that was 6 years ago. But we're gonna bring back BossChick Cyphers. We're doing freestyles. I think women need, all artists need all that, but women need all of that. Like they need it a lot. Yeah. You need to be doing other shit. If you are an artist, we need a freestyle from you. You know, we need music from you. We need to see you in the interview space. We need to see you, you know, doing your battles. Okay. And cross promoting all the marketing. I always bring this up too. Misfit, and she didn't keep doing it, but was the first to kind of like, she had a song, Bitch Fuck You. I'm disgusted when I discuss you, right? She used it in a battle against Hustle.
Okay.
That's dope marketing though, because she said it in the battle and then dropped
promotes the. Okay.
That's fire.
Yeah.
More people need to do more battle rappers. If you're an artist, do shit like that.
Yeah.
Like cross promote, you know, so you're not stuck in battle rap or you're not stuck in, you know, you can do both. You know what I mean? There are artists that are currently doing both, so shout out to them, you know, like K-Shine, Sue Surf.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying even more women start demanding that when you do get a battle book, make sure that they're playing your video in your battle. You know, like a lot of platforms do that, but I'm saying artists gotta make that a part of your business package. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need my music presented. If you're selling merch, I need my merch in the joint. I'm saying this is what BossChick is about. So, you know, if y'all tired of niggas all in your videos, come on over to BossChick.
Raine over there starting trouble, man.
Really boss you up. I'm gonna boss up. Like the new wave is like that was always the whole thing, is bossing the girls up. Okay. Letting them know. A lot of girls didn't know that they were even a brand. Yeah. Like I came in knowing I was a brand. I was the first also. I'm talking my shit, man. I was the first also to sell merch worldwide. I was selling merch. The only thing I didn't do is create the website. But from 5 years ago, you can't. I know you had to see a BossChick hat. You know what I mean? Yeah. People rocking, even the dudes. I made Boss Life for the dudes. The supporters would come to the events. We would come to URL events. People rocking the shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I was branding myself.
I definitely seen a lot of BossChick apparel. BossChick apparel. Like I think it was Summer Madness 2. I might have seen some.
Word. We mobbed out. You know, we had the BossChick by Nature, Boss Life by Nature, and you know. Like I said, I had that mentality of branding coming into it. Okay. So when you really want to empower others, that's what you're going to do. You're going to show them how to do it. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to all the girls who are doing that. More of y'all need to do that. Brand yourself. And if you need help doing it, come on over. Okay. Let's talk. Let's chop it out.
So before we get out of here, let me ask you, what females are currently on your radar as far as battle rap goes? Like, what females do you feel are probably on the cusp of becoming like the next stars?
Well, I'm gonna say for my own, I'm cultivating a couple. I'm about to drop some battles from a girl named Deja. She's actually been battling. She's young. She grew up in battle rap, so she shocked me when she battled this girl E-Bunny, when she came with all the info. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for Deja. E-Bunny is another chick I'm cultivating. Boogie Blue. I'm gonna get to the girls that you all know, but I'm saying the girls that you're gonna start seeing more. Another girl who I think is fire. Have you ever heard of her? Nadia Ali. Okay. She's out of Ohio, but she's from the Bronx. She's been battling on the Ohio circuit. Okay. A lot of guys. Yeah. But I'm about to she's about to battle for me. Definitely Cheddar. I think Cheddar is fire.
Trap shit. Word.
Shout out to Cheddar. Who else? It's a lot of girls. Oh, Jada Ray. I feel like Jada Ray. I'm glad that that she's starting to. She's grinding so hard. Yeah. She gets it though, where she's doing both. Yeah. You know, her music and she just gotta just lock into a strategy. But Jada Ray, that battle is fire. Versus Caution, it was a good one rounder. OG Prana. Yeah. You know what I mean? I like her repping. Being an OG. Yeah. And being very confident and representing the women, doing her thing. So I was gonna do a blog on this. My verse versus
RX.
I think RX has a lot of potential.
Yeah, me too.
She just gotta tighten her delivery. But I feel like she's buzzing OD. But I'm just saying to her, don't let them gas you and then you end up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely understand you got stuff that you still gotta tighten up a little bit.
Right. I've been on her as far as like the buzz, and I feel like she's been consistent. Coffee Brown. Okay. I like Coffee. I definitely want to book her. Shout out to Shuni. She's not up and coming, but I feel like I like how she transitioned her career to be there. Yeah. And I want to also just give her the acknowledgement of Female Battle Rapper of the Year last year. Oh no, 2018. I'm not sure.
I think
we didn't crown 2019 yet.
No.
But 2018, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like I gotta do my part, do more with just presenting that because it's not being done. You gotta fill the void. But I'm looking for people to help with that. That's a lot of work. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
Courtney Brown also was, to me, Rookie of the Year for Female Battle Rap 2018.
Okay. Okay.
You know, E. Hart was Female Battle Rapper of 2017. I'm just getting all the stats. You know what I mean? Like, I keep it in mind. C3. Shout out to C3. I don't think she gets enough credit. She's and I seen a dude say this, that she is basically she's solidifying her spot as a female battle rap legend, though, because she's putting in so much work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like her time is coming to really do her thing. But shout out to any girls that I left out, you know what I mean? But I think that female battle rap, if the girls just kind of, how did I not mention the one who's, I think she's Rookie of the Year last year.
Cool.
Yoshi, shout out to Yoshi G, yo.
Yeah, Yoshi is different.
Bro, she's different.
Yeah.
And I like that she really reps women. Niggas might feel a way, or women might feel a way about her doing dot bars.
Oh no, I like that.
No, dudes love it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying some women may come like, all you talking about is that. But I don't care. That's what makes her a woman. If that's her lane. Yeah. I don't slut shame and none of that. You know what I mean? Like it's still. I always say that every woman is another woman at some point in time. So she's repping that, and that's her thing. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Yoshi G. I think is female battle rapper. I'm gonna say Rookie of the Year. Okay. For 2019.
I can respect that.
Word.
I can respect that. So what you got coming up 2020? Like what's on the schedule? 2020.
I actually have something, but the end of April. I'm gonna do a small card.
Okay.
I will say that. I'll just say that. You know what I mean? But I'm doing something a little different with it. But if not a small card, you're definitely gonna see some battles dropping.
Okay.
People, and you're right, consistency matters, but I'm about to drop like 3 one-offs that I did.
Okay.
Because I was doing showcases with Hood Life Movement, shout out to Terrell Blair, did all-female concerts and shit like that. We're about to do another one.
Okay.
And so still moving the culture, you know what I mean? And I'm bringing that up too because I feel so aligned with the culture. Okay. So much so that, like, Sha Rock, the first female MC ever, she showed up to the event. You know what I mean? Okay. And I gotta mention also my kudos when BossChick Battle League, Remy, this is a big moment that I feel, this is what I'm trying to say, we're breaking through. When the culture doesn't support the way it should. You know? That's why I move it, but I don't cater to that. It was always about getting outside people at the events. Okay. That's why I still give out flyers to get outside people. Wow. But Remy pulled up fresh out of jail, 6 months out of jail, with papoose to my event. That was my third event. That shit was big. It was big. Yo, we was that's why I'm saying I feel aligned. Like sometimes your energy is just when you know you have good intentions. Yeah. My energy is just aligned with it. That's why it made me correlate. Sha Rock came to the showcase and Remy came with Pat to the battle event. Okay. She hadn't been home for a year yet. Wow. QB was her favorite battle rapper, so she came to show support. Oh, okay. So it was double support. You supporting QB, supporting me. Like it's coming through. Yeah. You know how big that was? That's why I'm trying to say that it was supposed to blow. But as a business, I feel like I should have taken what I had and pushed for a real bag to get it really supported. Because coming out of my pocket the whole time, it's a lot. Yeah, I definitely know that. And then when you're not really, the best business model I feel like is URL. So when you're not, my initial, I was doing guerrilla entrepreneurship, which is you put up a certain amount to get the event off the ground. Yeah. And everything that's made pays for the event. Yeah. So I'm going home with nothing. But everyone else is going home. The event is paid. Yeah. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So we did. I did that a few times. Exactly. That's guerrilla stuff. That's why I kind of like started doing just dropping one-offs because I don't want to go that route again. Okay. I want full funding to put my foot on the gas and not let up. Okay. My end all was always, I think that the women deserve to be on TV. Period. Okay. I think that they are marketable. I think that regardless, I feel like they're very entertaining, and I feel like battle rap is an art form that I look at when I'm going to basically be, even in my old age, battle rap is like the arts. So it needs to be, the arts get funded by the rich. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Sounds
true.
like I'm a philanthropist. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta edit that out. Come on. But, you know, at some point, that's what it will be for me, where I'm just funding it because I want to see the arts continue.
Okay.
Beyond business.
Yeah.
That's when you're really about pushing the culture. And so that's what 2020 is that, you know what I mean? Also, BossChick Radio coming back.
Okay.
That's where we at.
Okay. Raine, we're gonna need a part 2.
Word.
Because I feel like we got so much more to touch on just as far as your career, how you came up, some of, you know, like the controversy you might have had.
Word.
And also, you know, getting your start with, you know, working with RBE and stuff like that. So I feel like we got a whole lot more to touch on. But,
Definitely.
you know, unfortunately, time permits. So, you know,
Thanks for having me.
Anytime, just shout out your social media, let them know where they can follow you and everything.
Definitely. You can follow me at BossChick Raine on all media platforms. Also, BossChick Media. BossChick Raine, BossChick Media. And you can hit me up. You can email me for any business inquiries at BossChickRaine@gmail. And chill.
All right, that was BossChick Raine on the NoMercyTV Podcast. I'll see y'all soon, man. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I'm out of here.